Guys, in today's video, I'm bringing you a Caitlyn gameplay. We went absolutely nuts with her. She's very, very strong. And so for the items, you're going to want to go Immortal Shield Bow, Phantom Dancer, Stasis, Infinity Edge, Lord Doms, and Guardian Angel. Another type of build path you can do if you get super fed is the full Glass Cannon one with less defense. For the runes, you're going to want to run Lethal Tempo, Brutal, Bone Plating, and personally, I was running Sweet Tooth this game. And for the spells, you're going to want to run Ghost and Flash. So in this game, I had a Lux support, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to go Caitlyn, and let's just punish this lane, and that's exactly what we did. So with that, let's get right on into the video. Alright guys, we are now in the video, and so we're playing Caitlyn in Legendary rank, and I was kind of saying earlier in the intro how I had a Lux support in draft, and I was like, oh, what's a cool combo to play with Lux? Caitlyn. Really good combo. As you guys can notice, Lee Sin for some reason is showing in the lane. I mean, to be honest, I am in commander rank for legendary rank because I don't play legend queue. But I think on stream I'm gonna start grinding some legendary rank. I think that could be fun, or maybe I'll just play normal rank. But yeah, so I decided to play Caitlyn with Lux, and you might be wondering, hey, why is that combination good? Okay, Lux has CC, a lot of range, good poke, right? Caitlyn has a lot of damage in the early game, big lane bully, and can also combo the combo CC with Lux. So if Lux throws a root, Caitlyn can place a trap on that person and root them. Now, I actually don't think I actually get the combination off. At all. I think I can't remember if I get that combo actually in this game, but what we are able to do, you're gonna see, is we apply that pressure right here. As you guys notice, I flash immediately. I do not waste any time. Obviously this Lee Sin, oh my. I'm so sorry you guys have to see that. I don't know what that Lee Sin is doing. I don't know what that was, bro, because honestly, he should have killed me there. Like, after I flash netted, I mean, the Lee Sin could have, like, flashed on top of me, E'd, and then full boxed me. But, yeah, I don't know what the hell that was. But, I mean, hey, this is NA, bro. I don't know what else to say. But, there's people like that. Now, this Alistar, see, this Alistar really wants us. But when he's trying to find those engages and they don't pan out well for him, he ends up taking a lot of damage from that. He takes up a lot of damage because he has to get in such close range. And obviously we'll probably trade damage, but as he's walking away, the Alistar will soak up a lot more damage because we outranged them. And so basically we have time on our hands with our lane matchup because of the range. We just need the enemy to mess up one time and it's over for them, because if they fall behind, I mean, we're able to capitalize. But the thing with Caitlyn Lux is you really need to snowball or get at least a gold lead going into the next fight, because if you don't have that gold lead, Lux as a support does not provide much value, and Caitlyn as an ADC doesn't have insane DPS. And because of those reasons, you have to make sure you get gold. And what are the ways to get gold? Number one, you could get gold by denying gold from the enemy ADC, right? So you get a gold lead from denying gold from the enemy ADC, getting kills on them. And number three is plates. So right here, we shove in the wave and we start ticking at that turret. Now, I go into melee range on Twitch so that I could hit him with the net Q auto attack combination. Luckily, the Lux ult was beautiful right there and actually allowed me to get that kill a lot quicker. But yeah, so now I got the kill. You know, I was able to deny gold, and you know, I did a little bit of damage to the turret. So in this game, you can see me do a combination of those three things to get a gold lead going into the dragon fight. Because as Caitlyn, your impact in the game is a lot stronger early game than later down the road. Now, can you be a powerhouse later down the road? Yes, if you get extremely fed. You will be a powerhouse extremely later down the road. But your power is in the early game. It's in the early game, especially, you know, if you guys remember back to the intro, we're rocking Brutal, and Brutal is a rune that makes you even stronger in the early game, but it falls off later on. You know, if that enemy Twitch is running Hunter Vamp and gets 5 shutdowns, 5 unique shutdowns, I mean, just rune wise, he'll have an advantage over me. So it's very important that you stay powerful and get the lead that you need in the early game so that you can close out the game quickly. Because Caitlyn, you don't want to play late game Caitlyn. Like, you don't want to ever go into a draft and be like, okay, I'm gonna play Caitlyn for the late game. Like, you're out of your mind if you want to play Caitlyn like that. Your initial thoughts is, okay, I want to pick Caitlyn. I want to completely destroy the bot lane and utilize this gold lead to help out my team. That's essentially the game plan with Caitlyn. And things that you can notice if Caitlyn is a good Caitlyn game is in the draft. So in the draft, for example, one of my Qs was my support. But what else? What else in the draft can let me know this is a Caitlyn game? Well, there are some things that can let you know. Like, for example, is the enemy team playing a scaling bot lane? Okay, or a scaling bot lane, or they just have a weak bot lane in general. Okay? So what does that look like? Let's say, okay, scaling ADCs would be Tristana, Vayne, Kai'Sa. I would say Zeri, but Zeri's actually very good at laning. But let's just stick with Tristana, Vayne, Kai'Sa, okay? And Twitch. Let's throw Twitch in there as well. These are scaling ADCs that are very weak in the lane. And Caitlyn outranges them, has more damage than them in their lane game. So when I see those type of ADCs, I'm like, okay, I could pick Caitlyn and destroy that champion, right? Now, this actually works the same as support. So Alistar is extremely weak in the laning phase. So boom, I could go Caitlyn. A lot of melee supports, guys, are not super good in lane, which is okay because they would actually be broken if they were really good in lane. They are super good in team fights. Having a melee support for team fights is a huge advantage than having an enchanter. But what you're sacrificing when you're going those melee supports is your laning phase, because if you have an enchanter, you will dominate the melee support in the early game and get that gold lead to where the enemy team, even with the engaged support, they'll still lose. So if I see a scaling ADC with a melee support, I'll go Caitlyn. It's pretty free. It is a pretty free lane matchup. So what do we see in this game? Not only do I have an enchanter, but the enemy's playing a melee engager, which is Alistar, which sucks in the lane. And they're playing a scaling ADC, which is Twitch. Okay, so these things... So, not only am I playing the Caitlyn extremely well, but the draft is on my side. So I'm not forcing the Caitlyn pick. I am not forcing the Caitlyn pick, and I think that's the most important thing to note. If you want to have a good Caitlyn game, you do not want to force Caitlyn into a bad draft. Now, right here, we're taking quite a bit of an interesting fight. I was trying to combo off of the Yasuo ults, but I don't think I timed the trap again. Like, they just get out of the trap so fast. But look at this. Oh my god, I'm just running him down. Oh. Twitch popped out of nowhere, though. Are you serious? Oh my god, bro. Look at how much damage I'm dealing. So much damage right there was dealt. Oh. Dude, Immortal Shield Bow in combination with the Phantom Dancer actually feels super, super nice on Caitlyn. I mean, it feels good on many, many ADCs. Because you're getting movement speed, you're getting a shield, you're getting healing, you're just getting everything, bro. Right here, I'm holding onto my flash. Once the Twitch flashes, I flash. You don't want to flash right away because let's say Twitch is like... Because then I'm just wasting my flash. But at least in this scenario, both ADCs will not have flash. So not only am I easier to kill, but the enemy ADC is easier to kill. And plus, Ghost is such a low cooldown, so if you have to burn Ghost, don't ever worry about burning Ghost because it's literally like a minute cooldown. So it's not even that bad. It's not even that bad to use often. And that's what makes actually Ghost really good. Is you're always going to have Ghost for the team fight. You're always going to have that spell up. compared to Flash, right? Like Flash is gonna be down for like at least at minimum, maybe even 2 fights, depending on how your team's playing. So Ghost, you'll always have it up. Look at that. I mean, it's up in 30 seconds. So I'm ready to go in another fight and have insane mobility. So right here, I'm clearing the jungle because there's nothing else to do on the map. We got all the outer turrets. So there's nothing really to do. So I'm clearing the jungle, and now I'm officially looking for the Kassadin. Now this Kassadin did not really take this fight well at all. Like, I don't know. Like, he was trying to get the bot turret. I came down. He wasn't even trying to run away. He shouldn't have played for the turn. Obviously, he didn't know Lux was coming to help me. But he should have just left. He should have just ulted away and been safe. But, you know, he wanted to risk it for the biscuit. And he ended up having to pay for it, which really does suck. I mean, as Kassadin, you don't want too many deaths because your job is to scale as well. So you giving gold to the enemy ADC is never, guys, never do that. Never give the enemy ADC gold because their ADCs are very strong this patch. So if they get fed, they can carry. And I mean, obviously you don't want to do that. But right now, what I'm thinking in the game is, okay, where can we look to keep punishing the enemy? Let's take their jungle. Let's set up vision in their jungle. Let's look for kills. Let's look for turrets. Like, these things should all be on your mind when you're playing a fed Caitlyn. Because you want to keep that pressure going. Right here, I just throw the ultimate out as poke. I think Kassadin. Does Kassadin not try to hop on me? Oh, the Kassadin just got full box right there. Like, full comboed by me. And then we're able to come up and secure this top inhib. And they really don't have any responses because we used our gold lead to get the dragon, which allows us to have that durability later on. Because when you stack dragons, it makes you stronger, and it makes each dragon stronger as well. So you're just getting a bunch of extra stats that will allow you to be stronger late game, just in case you do end up going late game. Let's say you're playing Caitlyn, guys, and you end up making a few mistakes, but you got all 3 dragons. You're going to be in a very great position to win that game anyways, even if you are against a fed late game ADC. You got 3 Drakes, and the Drakes stacking provides so much more value because eventually, once both teams have a bunch of gold, the items don't matter anymore, and the dragons will give you the advantage because you'll cap out on your stats. You'll cap out on your stats once you're full build, but if you have the dragons, you have extra stats that the enemy team doesn't have. That's what makes dragons so good. But the reason why dragons aren't super powerful in the early game is because having a dragon, like having 1 dragon is not worth being down 2k gold to 3k gold. Okay? Like a dragon in the early game, like first Drake is probably worth, I would say maybe 1,000 gold. 1,000 gold. But not even though. Not even though. It's not even worth 1,000 gold. I mean, the stat, especially depending on the dragon. Imagine you get Ocean Dragon. I really dislike Ocean Dragon. I feel like that dragon is by far the most useless dragon. Now, it does come in clutch, but like, I don't know if I would want to be down 2,000 gold in exchange for that dragon, bro. Because, like, an ADC having 1,000 gold up on you, but you have the dragon, you'll get destroyed. Like, 1,000 gold's a lot. But right here, we were finally able to actually close out the game because we were able to get the Baron and just run it down. We took all their inhibs, and we made it a nice, clean Caitlyn game. That's what's nice about this. This is the type of Caitlyn games you want. Nice and clean, a straight snowball. So anyways, guys, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace!